What's up, C fam? CFA Nation. Oh boy. I don't know who's out there right now. We are doing broad. Live stream coming up right now. We have England versus Pakistan. We're at the third over. A little late to the party, but better late than never. And right now, Stuart Broad is on his second over. He's only given up 2 runs. Pakistan is up 7-0. 7-0. Oh, what is up, people? What's up, Boom? What's going on, Christopher? Yeah, I got to bed really early yesterday because I did want to come on. I was super excited for tests. Like I said, I love tests. I really do. One of the things that I learned after watching ODI is how much I like tests. And yeah, I was excited for this match. I wanted to see how England would fare with more competition. And, we'll see. We'll definitely see. But super excited right now. Let me update this score. And it's right now, Pakistan is up 7-0. And this is a more test-like pace. A more test-like pace on the 4th over. So, I don't know if you guys were able to tune in yesterday to check out our 3 wickets, but on our 3 wickets, somebody called me out, right? And they were like, "Oh, well, what could yeah, they are bringing in baseball players. What's up, Sajid? What's up, Azario? What's up, Rolando 7? Arez, what's going on? This is G. Good morning. Good morning." They said, well, what could they are bringing in baseball coaches to help with fielding, but what could they teach them other than have the ball hit the middle of your glove? And I was like, listen, obviously they don't have gloves in the outfield here, so that's not what they're going to teach. But a lot of it is technique. And one of the things you notice is that they'll run with their hands out. What's up, Ravi? I'm great. Thank you for asking. What's up, Britchie? I know I'm like, oh, you heathen. What's up, Parjov? Ola? What's good, Jack? One of the things they teach is, at least in baseball, when you're in the outfield, your first step should always be back, right? You open up, you go back. Good morning, Renell. I knew you'd be joining. Thanks for the support. However, once you take that first step and you go back, you should always judge the ball right off the bat where it's going to go. Run to that spot. You don't run with it constantly, with your eye constantly on it. So you're not running with your head backwards forward. You look, you run, gauge it again, you get under it, and you try to camp under it. And what you don't do is run with your hands out. You get to the spot, and at the last minute, that's when you put your hands out to catch. Because if you're running with your hands out, it's going to slow you down. Just little things like that. You know what I mean? Who do we got in the chat? PW. How's my day till now? My day just started, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be good morning from Australia. What's up, guys? What's up, Dan Star? Listen, Nick's not gonna be in here. Nick's super professional when it comes to work. If he does, I'd be shocked. But I went to bed early. I didn't really have a lot to do yesterday, and we really don't have to be on until probably I think like 8:30ish. So I'll probably be able to get the first session at least. What's going on, Surgeon? Who am I supporting in this match? England or Pakistan? I'm supporting whoever Nick is. You know what I mean? Like I said, isn't. So I want to say Nick's going to go with England. He's learned his lesson talking about Joe Root. You know what I mean? So I'm support. I want to see good cricket. And, Nick and I, although we're best friends, we're rivals. You know what I mean? We like going against each other. Yeah, and so I'll be supporting Pakistan in this match, trying to go against Nick. And I'm excited to see some good cricket, man. Excited to see some good cricket. In baseball, how long are the gloves is being used from the start? What? How long the glove is being used from the start? Aaron, I don't understand the question. In baseball, how long the gloves is being used from the start? What's up, AJ? You think England's going to struggle batting last today on that pitch? Yeah, Pakistan won, and they won the toss, and they decided to bat first. Looking over top, man. That's the one good thing about ODI. I gotta say, weather wasn't as much of a factor because it's all one day. Those clouds definitely look ominous, man. So we may, you can even see it's a little windy right now. That wind's going across through Jimmy Anderson's jersey. So hopefully we get to the full day of play. Excited to see switch in music. I know. So right now, you got Sean at 1 for 23. Or Shaw at 1 for 23. That is a very, very Sibley pace. You know what I mean? That's cricket. Eating up overs, eating up deliveries. Right now, the ball is new. It's swinging. So you want to definitely take the shine off the ball. And, that's just masterful right there. Really well done. And, Abid is doing just as well. He's got 2 on 5 balls. I mean, but 1 off of 23 balls. That's crazy. What's up, Varun? Thank you, Ronaldo. And I mean, again, it's you can people act like, oh, okay, yeah, drops may be a part of the game, but it's not like you cannot improve on drops. You know what I mean? You're not just gonna go coach it up and say, catch the ball. You're gonna teach technique. And again, part of that technique that I saw, if you watch right before he makes that catch, he takes about 4 or 5 steps with his arms out. No, you shouldn't put out your arms until the very last moment, right when the ball is dropping. You should be running full speed. Try to go outside and try to run with your hands full out, extended, and then try to run with your hands in a normal running position. What's going to be quicker? Oh, can't change the cap. That's the West Indies today. Had to come with my West Indies cricket gear. They're the ones that made me fall in love with Test. You know what I'm saying? What about school? Oh man, I today is just meetings. Luckily, we don't have any students. If it was with students, it'd be a little bit different. But today is pretty much gonna be meetings and then a couple trainings, which is why I'm like, I'll be okay. I got plenty of sleep, so definitely once I finished school, I think we get out at like 2:30 today, 2:45. I'll be taking a nap at that point. Oh, Stuart the Nightmare Broad. Vince is a professional dropper. Man, yeah, he is. Vince McDrops. You got to be kidding me. Saeed, what's up? Hi from Pakistan. What's going on? Looking forward to your Colin. There you go, trolling me. Looking forward to your leg before wicket. Non-decisions. I'm telling you, it drives me crazy. And I mean, I think I made the point. I think I made the point that in the NFL, Major League Baseball, all sports, there's rules that have loopholes, and I think that some of those rules, just because they're rules or they're laws, it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know what? I'll give you a perfect example in cricket. Okay, in cricket, that New Zealand and was it England finish where they lost, or New Zealand didn't lose, they tied twice. tied twice. In a super over, they tied, and the reason they lost the championship was what was it, the 2019 World Cup, was because England had hit more boundaries. That's a ridiculous rule. That's ridiculous. And to their credit, the ICC figured it out and changed it. That's all I'm saying. If the laws of physics should apply here, and if the ball is online to hit the stumps, then I don't care if it's the outside leg or not. You know what I mean? Guys have different talents. They can make the balls do different things. And there was no way you could tell me by looking at that replay that ball was not going to be directly in line to hit those wickets. That's all I'm saying. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. I will say, England, I know it doesn't look the best. Right now, Broad has given up 6 runs, but we're through 6 overs basically right now. 1 ball left in the 6th over, and this is going to be, at least I feel like a more test pace. So let's see what happens. I didn't get a chance to look at the lineup. I didn't have my setup down here last night, so I had to bring everything from upstairs because Nick and I were recording down here, which is what took me so long to get on when I woke up this morning. Boomer says, I don't know about oh, where's your comment, Boom? These are going too quickly. He says, I don't know about ODI, but definitely the leg before wicket law should be changed in test. It's ridiculous. And Arian says, or Ariane says, if that law by rule is applied, most batsmen will get leg by wicket, as most of the ball tend to hit the stumps. Then they get out. What's wrong with that? Why make the game why make the rules skewed towards the batsman? You know what I mean? Well, where is it written that it has to be a high scoring game? And maybe that's my personal bias because I look at bowling very close to pitching. My son pitches. I've always loved pitching, but I feel like they make these rules in these sports, in all sports, honestly, even in football, they tailor it to the offense. They want to see huge scores, so they put the defense normally at a disadvantage. Why are we putting the defense at a disadvantage? Pack picked 2 leg spinners, thinking England is not comfortable against good spin. I guess we'll find out if they are or not. That's a good question. I have no idea, so I'm going to put it up. I'm just going to put it up. Who, by turning point, who is the best bowler in Pakistan now? Who is considered as Wasim Akram or Akram these days? England is unchanged from the last Wendy's test. Interesting. Right now, we have 13 for nil. Shaw at a very Sibley pace here. 6 runs. He's seen 30 deliveries. Guys, that's impressive. That is very impressive. Again, this is test. This isn't ODI. This isn't T20. And he's just eating up those deliveries, taking the shine off the ball. You can even see his bat and see how much red is on there. So beating up that new ball, doing his job so that the middle of the order can then have a softer ball to score runs. That's impressive. All right, Abid is 3 for 9. Same lineup for England from West Indies. Okay. All right, and let me update the score. Let's see. 14 for nil, and we are on the 7th over. Man, these guys are doing a fabulous job. Ooh, that went for a boundary there. And see, even that right there, I don't consider that a drop by Burns. I mean, it is. It hit his hand. It looked like it, but that was a tough play. But when it's a pop up straight in the air, man, you got to be able to make that play. I know that was bouncing anyway. He should have. That was bouncing anyway. So, but I'm talking about a flat out drop when it's something that they're under and they should catch and they don't. Those drive me crazy. I don't see anything wrong with the div line bowling in test, but I agree it's a bad limited overs format. Oh my God. Did you guys hear Nick yesterday? What's up, Renell? No worries. I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate you just showing up. Um, Nick went off when he was talking about his run rate or his strike rate, how it was important. Because again, it came down to one run. Okay, they needed one run off of two balls. And listen, stranger things that happened. There could have been two dots there. The guys could have swung through it. At the end, I was going off because Tector has swung through like 5 balls, man. He basically wasted an entire over. So, oh, it was so important. And Nick was loving it. How long will I stay on? Probably, I'm going to get through the first session at the very minimum. I'll probably be here till about 6 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock my time. Then it's time to start getting ready for school. Take a shower, get nice and fresh. Change the title. What do I have in the title? What do I have in the title? England versus Pac. Huh. Let me see if it lets me do that. England versus Pac. I thought I put it in there. How did I do that? Oh, I'm a heathen. Oh my. England versus Pac. Let's see if that works. Boom. Come on. Yeah, I don't think it's letting me. Hopefully it changed. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. Cricket Tuesdays is actually how we got into cricket. Cricket Tuesdays is actually how we got into cricket. We have a huge on our other channel, Boring Reviews, a huge Indian audience. Much love to them. Can't wait for the IPL. And they were saying, hey, man, you guys should check out cricket. Because we always come on wearing different sports hats, baseball hats, or whatever. So we watched just a cricket video. And to be honest, at the very first cricket video we watched, we were super confused. So we had made a comment, this is just Nick's hard-headedness, how cricket was very similar to baseball. It has the three facets: hitting, bowling, which is like pitching, and fielding. And people in the comments were like, absolutely not, blah, 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 blah. So then Nick, of course, he always needs to be right. He's like, what? Hold on. So he had to do some research. And then he's like, wait a minute. Baseball was born from cricket. You know what I mean? There was actually cricket in America years ago. And then they wanted to do their own thing. So they stopped playing cricket and evolved the game into baseball. But, or developed their own game. It's not really their own game. You can see how similar it is. But that's how we got into it. And Cricket Tuesdays are awesome. So much fun. So much fun. So hopefully you guys can see I changed the title. That's actually why I chose the name the Night Watchman. Now, full disclosure, those of you that have been following the channel for a minute, before the pandemic, I got a son in college. He's 20 years old. Savannah and I have 4 kids. So, you know, uh, kids are expensive. 4 kids living with us, 1 kid in college. So I've always worked a part-time job, even when I was teaching. So I'm used to not really sleeping too much. This just being a dad, got to do what you got to do, right? And as an educator, I love teaching. I love what I do, but educators don't make the most amount of money. Oh, no, wasn't that good? There you go, Broado. You're starting to get closer. And yeah, that was basically I'm ingrained or accustomed to not really sleeping too long. So that's why I'm the night watchman. But that's why I took it, because I watch at night. Even though that's not, I found out later on that that's not what a night watchman means. But I thought the name was cool. Ooh, that was close. Somebody says here in the chat, Stokes isn't 100% fit, so he might only bat this game, according to Mr. Root. We knew that Stokes wasn't 100% fit. You know what I mean? And true cricket fans are all night watchmen. That's funny. I like that. He got hurt. I want to say it was in that second test. Was it in the first test? Yeah, I want to say it was in the first test match that he played versus the West Indies, and I want to say it was in the second test match. I can't remember, but remember he was going up to bowl and then he hurt his foot. They actually had to take off his sock and everything. The announcers mentioned it, and then after that, towards the end, he like pulled something in his stomach and he went out for a while. They said it was indigestion. I immediately recognized that injury from baseball. Okay, that holds pitchers out for, by the way, for a long time. Okay, that's you strain something in your abdomen, abdominal strain, and it can take a while. It can take a while for that to heal. But he said it was just indigestion. He went back. I was like, okay, but I thought that's what he did. That he strained something in his. It wouldn't surprise me if that's what it was, but he was just toughing it out. You know what I mean? How long do baseball games take? Well, I'm a Yankee fan, though, so they take a little over 4 hours. Yankees are more of a traditional, see a lot of pitches, kind of like test, grind out at bats. So, you know, Yankee games can take 4.5 hours. They're trying to speed up the game by literally making the offense's life easy and making defenses and pitchers' lives miserable. So like they're not allowing you to switch pitchers between innings. Relievers I'm talking about. So a reliever has to pitch at least to 3 batters, which was never the rule. Great effort, but there's a boundary. And only 1 mound visits, just a lot of stuff. So it's down to about 3.5 hours. They want to get it to an NBA game, basically 3 hours, because American audiences, it's tough for them to watch anything over that. Apparently, we don't have the attention span. That's what they say. So, yeah, that's how long they are. Actually, ninth over. So 27 for nil, ninth over, 27 for nil. We're in the ninth over. And I'll tell you what, man. Pakistan is already very impressive. Very impressive. Literally, Shah has seen 35 deliveries. He's only got 11 runs, but he's seen 35 deliveries. That's what an opening batsman's supposed to do. Take the shine off of the ball, and they should try and make it through the first 10 overs, you know what I mean, without losing a wicket. Just, take the shine off that ball. Don't worry about the title. Nick, did it not change for you guys? It changed on my side. It said Nick the Wicket Keeper will change it. uh, I don't think Nick will be in, guys. Just being honest with you guys. It's the first day. Nick's very neurotic. Like, he's one of those dudes that gets to work an hour before he needs to be there. You know what I mean? No joke. An hour before he needs to be there. It's hilarious. By now, Campbell would have been gotten out 5 times. That's hilarious. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is more first session without losing a wicket. That's definitely impressive. That's definitely impressive. Pakistan is a better team than West Indies. We'll find out. West Indies at least won one, right? And they almost drew out that second game. So what that second game come down to? I think it was 4 overs or something like that. It was too close for comfort. And if it wasn't for that man right there on the screen, Stuart Broad, who got 3 wickets and 14 balls, only gave up 1 run, then my belief is that game is drawn out and the West Indies would have retained the trophy. What's up, RK? What's up? 127 in the chat. I love it. Hamas, what's going on? They are surviving against Broad and Anderson with a new ball. This is important part. You're right. Stuart Broad, always economical. Ooh, seven runs, and my man's almost bowled 5 overs. He's what, 4 deliveries away. The guy's a beast. He's an absolute beast. Ooh, right in the jewels. Oh, that hurt. Right in the jewels. He tried a forward defense on that and blocked it, and it hit him right in the jewels. That hurts. It looks like playing 2 spinners is a masterstroke on this surface. We will see. That's one thing we killed my West Indies for, right? That they didn't have enough spinners. Again, Roston Chase was a part-time spinner. Even though he had some really good moments, was probably one of the most consistent players on the West Indies. So we'll see. Most wickets taken by a bowling partnership. McGrath and Shane Warne, Anderson and Broad, Voss and Malutrin and Ambrose and Walsh. Wow. Very impressive. Yeah, Broad got his 500th test wicket. We got to see it live. That was awesome. And Jimmy Anderson is what? 13 wickets away from 600? Something to that effect. Super impressive. All right. They're gonna bowl bouncers, I think. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was England. That's what I would do. I think that's what Ireland's really missing. Having watched their ODI squad, they had nobody that was intimidating. That's gonna go and throw some nasty bouncers, some short deliveries, just beat people up, make them uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying. Yep, Jofra Archer needs to bowl. That's probably what I would do after this over. Last time England won a test series against Pakistan was 2010. Oh my. I'm just impressed with the patience of the Pakistani batting attack. They definitely not trying to get themselves out, and they're content to take one run at a time. But they're playing Test cricket, which is what I love. I mean, again, in ODI, both sides, England and our Ireland, I felt like they got themselves out at times. You know what I mean? And that was so frustrating. Pakistan hasn't won in England for 24 years. Holy cow. That's a long time. Do I watch the NBA? What's my favorite team? Oh, it's too early for a rant. It's too early for a rant. But yes, I do watch the NBA. Ules, I am a Knicks fan. If there is such a thing. Yes, the Knicks. You heard that right. They still have a team in New York. Ah, I am a Knicks fan. I am used to suffering. The NBA disgusts me, but I still watch it because I love sports. And, you know, the NBA should do everything in their power to make James Dolan sell the Knicks. Heathen. Oh, he's so bad as an owner. This is a guy that actually came out and said, "Why spend any more money on a team because the Knicks sell out anyway?" He doesn't care about wins and losses. Honestly, the Knicks are like the most profitable franchise in the NBA. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Oh, we got a Raptors fan in the house. What's up, Aaron Page? Who is my favorite WWE superstar? Woo, that's tough. Oh, Nick would love this. Chris Wokes looks like he's coming in. Chris Wokes, Captain England, as he calls him. Captain England. Look out for a bead. Ali, he's a special talent. Will do. That was a very good lead right there. Stone Cold, Stone Cold Steve Austin is awesome. Not John Cena, not John Cena. CM Punk, no, no. Oh, we got a super chat in the house. Let's check it out. Gabe, my favorite NBA team is the Harlem Globetrotters. The Harlem Globetrotters would beat the Knicks. Let me tell you, there's a couple college programs that would beat my Knicks. Oh, so painful. It's just all darkness. It's all bad. But you bleed blue. I bleed blue. I'm a Knicks fan, you know. You root for who you root for. Hulk Hogan is a god tier in WWF. Yeah, back when it was WWF, I was always more of a Randy Macho Man Savage fan. You know what I mean? Always more of a Macho Man Randy Savage. Undertaker. Yeah, Renee. I like the Undertaker. He was cool. You know, The Rock, I remember The Rock when he first started. He was in the Nation of Domination with Farouk and those guys. And I always said, this guy is like a third wheel, but he's the best out of all of them. And then, you know, he came in as Rocky Maivia. Then he was, you know, when he became The Rock, that personality. I remember he was a bad guy at first. I loved him so much, man. The people's elbow, then the corporate elbow. Yeah, The Rock is the man. How long have I been here? We're here in America. I came early on. I was here when I was about 6 years old. So a long time, 34 years, because I'm 40 now. Archer's going to come in next over. Yeah, it looks like it. He was warming up, yeah? LaMelo Ball, your savior. Man, I've been hearing that savior talk for a long time. Look at this last draft. We were supposed to get Zion. We don't even get a chance at the number 2 pick. We get the number 3 pick. I'm telling you, God is not a Knicks fan. I don't know what's going on. Rose says, thank you for the super chart, Rahul. Much appreciated. Gabe, what about James Dolan at the Knicks? Hurts just thinking about it. I mean, the guy kicked out Spike Lee. Spike Lee is one of the most famous Knicks fan. He spends thousands of dollars. He's there year after year, 2 decades. The guy's been a Knicks fan, going to the Garden, supporting the Knicks. And you kick him out because he says what everybody else is saying. You should sell the team because you don't care. Stop it. Charles, he banned Charles Oakley, who's a Knick legend. I mean, I hate him. I hate James Dolan with a passion. He's a heathen. Archer, may you go for some runs today, Renell, you think? But thank you for the super chat, Rahul. And Charles Oakley. I mean, exactly. He is brutal. He is brutal. All right, let's go ahead and... Okay, that Azir Ali, or is it Abid? No, they said to look out for Abid Ali, who's on. Is he on strike right now? I think he's on strike. He's very impressive as well. Almost a 2-to-1 run rate. Exactly. 13 balls. 26 balls, 13 runs. Super impressive. And this is Tess just grinding it out, man. Oh. Ooh, really close there. 30 for nil. 30 for nil. Stuart Broad just always looks like he's on the attack. And as a batsman, you've got to be so concerned. Ooh, yeah, he hit it. Just there was an edge there, but ooh, that was so close. All right, his second ball. Oh, Broad. Nice bouncer by Broad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to be able to do that. And that's why I think Archer's such an important part. But you got to be able to intimidate these guys. Somebody said a lot of shots, and I forgot, we just did our Cricket Tuesday video where we explained a lot of the shots, and it wasn't all the shots in cricket, but there's so much footwork involved in all the shots where don't let them get their feet comfortable. Make them jump. Make them move out of the place. Very nice leave there. For 100 balls. So, for example, 13 for 26 would be 50% strike rate. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Dion. I appreciate that. So, a 50% strike rate. I'll take it. I will take it. And that's pretty cool because it's just like baseball. It's a percentage out of 100, so they're batting. So 3 out of 10 would actually be, they're batting 300. But Babar will come in after Ali. Interesting. Wasn't he 3? Well, thank you for joining us, Marshall Mathers. What's good? Jermaine, what's up, bro? Yeah, no Joffrey yet. No Joffrey yet. Oof, another nice leave. I will ask for your predictions right now. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I tell you what, I don't see a huge score. These guys are so disciplined. What do you guys think? I am very excited for this series. Oh, where were all the fielders? They just stood there. You don't want to give away a free run. Come on now. Yeah, miscommunication. I agree. That was a chance at a run out. Jimin says, "Bro, I swear, if you were in Australia, we will be having sports rants every day." Listen, I can almost have a sport rant every day. Some of the stuff just doesn't make sense. It just drives me crazy what whether it's coaching in sports, umpiring sports, it just drives me crazy. And it seems that all sports have the same issues for the most part. Rules that don't make sense. Okay, bad umpiring. Oh, there goes Chris Wokes. There goes Chris Wokes. Captain England, as Nick likes to call him. First inning, first test draw. England will win the series, though, I reckon. First inning, Pakistan, 300. Okay. End of the day, I think there'll be 190 for 4, Pakistan. It's raining, is it? Doesn't look like it. I hope not. I want to get as much. Bad umpiring is a universal thing. I want to get as much play in as possible. As much play in as possible. It's pissing down. Oh no. Han Solo says, "Is Manchester in the summers?" Of course it's raining. Yeah, now it's raining. I see it now. I said it at the very beginning. ODI, I don't think we ever were concerned with rain for whatever reason, whatever part of England we were in. But it looks like I saw those clouds early on. That's frustrating. Oh, another super chat. Check it out. Raul, thank you again, man. Appreciate it so much. Pakistan's spin bowling, fast bowling, batting, and head coaches are legends of the game. It's so exciting to see them at the ground. Interesting. Well, I'm excited to see these guys play. Absolutely, I want to see them perform. I will say that they really seem like test cricketers. Look at the patience. Look at the patience. You know what I mean? It's not actually that bad. Yeah, play through a little bit of rain. Come on, guys. But thank you, Raul, for the super chat. We really appreciate it. It's supposed to be mostly dry but heavy around 3 p.m. until 5 p.m. Man, it's almost like Florida here in America where it rains almost every day. It's crazy. Yeah, we were excited to do it. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you, Abdul. We're excited to do it. What's up, Ian? No. Come on, play through it. It's not that bad. We're excited to do it. Excited to see cricket. Excited to see Test cricket again. Nick and I both agreed, even though we enjoyed the ODI series, with Ireland, and Ireland had a big win in that third match. It wasn't as competitive as we liked, and we just liked the ebb and flows of Test. The up and downs. Oh, here goes Archer. Somebody called it. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm sorry. I tried to change it. I was rushing because I didn't leave myself set up last night. I had people over for dinner, and my mother-in-law, I'm saying people, but my mother-in-law was here. So I had to take everything out of my living room, and I forgot to bring it down before I went to bed. And Let's see. Well, let me change it. I don't think they'll let you change it once you start live streaming. Yeah, see, it keeps saying an error occurred. It's all good. But we were excited to do it, man. We want to learn about more teams. We want to see. That. Let's go, Archer. As a West Indies guy, I gotta root for him, even though he doesn't play for the West Indies anymore. And I had a love-hate relationship with Archer. I was watching that test series, in Australia, and I felt like, man, I didn't realize how bouncers and Yorkers are such a big part of the game, how it's acceptable, and oof, I was so mad when he came out in that series and beat Steve Smith up. Literally, you know what I mean? And basically put Steve Smith out of there with a concussion. So, but it's a part of the game now, and I recognize that. I respect the kid's talent. He's not the best on the England side. I'd still have to give that to Broad, but he's definitely a talent, and England is lucky to have him. Trust me, as West Indies would take him back. As a West Indies fan, we will take him back. Get back in the comments, see what you guys are saying. Love him, hate him. He's box office. Yeah, most of them aren't they? Most of them are. And we're talking box office. Sorry, I lost my stream on the phone, so I can't listen to the commentators. Those of you guys that, it seems like everybody's already in here. You guys know the deal. We can't have the audio in the background or we'll get copyrighted, so we have to listen to it on a different device. There it goes. I can't, honeys. I can't fix the title. I really tried like 3 times already. England's a multicultural team. West Indies don't want Archer back. Come on, Renil. The guy is talented. Oof. Oof. There we go. That was well played by Pakistan. Oh, that was a real nasty bouncer. Oh, left. Woo. Oh, Archer. $80, 86 miles an hour. Woo. So looks like it's a drink break. 34 without loss. We are now in the 15th over. Yes, we definitely appreciate Roll's contributions. He's a super chat champ. Look at those clouds, guys. Oh my gosh. So right now we are exactly, that was a maiden over by Archer. 34 for nil. Okay, hasn't given up a run. And we are now on the 15th over. 15th over. Again, Pakistan is showing unbelievable patience. I love Tess. And the fact that there's no limited overs, we're not really concerned too much about strike rate, right? I get it, Renee. I get it. It's like a jilted ex-lover, right? You leave, I don't want you back. Wasn't a maiden game. They took a single. I must have missed a single while I was looking down at the chat. But 6 deliveries. all under 88 miles an hour. Why old turf gets rain? Because surrounded by the Pennison Hills. Interesting. Love all from cricket. Agreed. Hope rain doesn't match this out. Yep, they're in a drink break right now. Speaking of which, I'm about to take my little mini drink break right now. Enjoy my cola beverage. Okay. It's actually 0. But I don't want them to try to get us for product placement, you know what I mean? Oof. No. Coca-Cola is in the beverage. Oh my, AJ. No. Oh man, I don't mind. I'm 40 and I'm married. I don't really care. I'm about 280-ish, 290, roughly. Oh, nice running by Pakistan there. Nice running by Pakistan. He's like, I opened a Guinness. Cheers to you, mate. I mean, here every single run matters, right? That's why I love when it's a great bowling attack. This every little run is gonna matter. So everything is so much more. Every wicket's gonna matter. Everything is so much more tense. Next boy, Captain England, Chris Wokes. I mean, for the love of Pete, look at Sean. 50 deliveries. He's currently on strike and he's got 15 runs. That's a skill. Holy cow. Shane Warren in the commentary. Is that who's talking right now? Who, Nick and I look like walking wickets? Absolutely. Devin Booker, game winner versus the Clippers was lit. Yeah, it was. The next Sibley. Yes, he's definitely batting at a Sibleying rate. At a Sibleying rate. He's been stuck in a crease. Yeah, I was told the West Indies played in America a couple years ago. It would make sense because we got a lot of people from the Caribbean here, especially down in that Florida area. So a lot of Haitians down in Florida, Cubans as well. Absolutely. Marshall, you're absolutely right. It is so important to just stay at the wickets. You know what I mean? Stay on strike and protect that wicket. They played in Florida, Gabe. Yeah, that would make sense. So Musad played in his university in the UK, so he's accustomed to the conditions. Raul Dravic, yep, the wall. We did a Cricket Tuesday video on the wall. I believe it was a Cricket Tuesday video. It might have been on Cricket for Americans. I can't remember. See out the new ball. I mean, they're through 15 overs now, so a couple more overs, right? And that ball, after 20 overs or so, it starts getting softer and you can attack, right? Yeah, Trey has been training. He goes out in the mornings with my daughter. They run, get a couple miles in, about 4 miles, and they got the weight set up in the backyard. He's got a what's that called? It's like this really oh Archer. Oh, he's nasty. Whew. Oh, Abid Ali. That isn't out. Disappointing. There goes Archer. I'm telling you, he is so talented. But watch my word. Once Archer gets above 8 overs, then he just starts leaking runs, man. Forget about it. He goes from a small faucet to full on, it's like a dam burst. He cannot. He's ineffective after 8 overs or so. And a lot of people say that to be a test cricketer, you got to be able to give him 10 overs in a day, 20 overs in a match. But he just doesn't have that in him. I don't know if it's his conditioning, his arm gets tired, what. But every game I've watched Archer bowl, that's what happens. He looks good early, he gets wickets, and then later on, he starts leaking runs, man. He absolutely starts leaking runs. So let me update this score. 36 for 1. Man, 36 for 1. And I was just about to say, can this partnership see 100+ deliveries without giving up a wicket? So Azhar Ali is the captain. Man, Nick's gonna be upset he missed that one, but he'll definitely catch the highlights on Willow. Yeah, it depends on how the captain utilizes him. Joe Root's gotten a lot of flack because they say he doesn't know how to use Archer. He overbowls him. That was a nasty, absolutely nasty bouncer. Oh my gosh. Set him up. Set him up. Whew. All right, now we got Azhar Ali. This is the captain for Pakistan. He needs to settle things down. Oof. Get ready to watch Babar Azam. Okay. Yeah, he set him up with those 2 bouncers. That's another thing that's so unique in cricket and in baseball. a good bowler can beat a good batsman any day. And you set them up with bowls, you set them up with pitches. And in baseball, for instance, I'm gonna bust a guy away, away, away. So I get him looking away. He starts trying to creep over the plate, and then I'm gonna bust him inside and just jam him. No. Oh, come on. It doesn't even look that bad. Really. All right, I gotta say, and I know that this is more conducive to England because where we're playing, but that's the one thing I have not enjoyed about Test cricket. One thing I have not enjoyed about Test cricket has been all the rain. Are you kidding me? Oh, how long is this rain delay? Ugh, so much rain. Yeah, I agree, Aaron Page. Archer, I can tell you that. Archer can only bowl in short spells, use them, be effective, and be strategic. That's what part of being a captain is, right? So, is there a day in Old Terrafer when it doesn't rain? You got to be kidding me. But I love that comment, Aaron Page. You can see the lineups on the screen. It just started raining in my area too. Coincidence? Showers are on and off today. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Let's see. All right. Shane Warren. Weather is like 9 months of bad weather and 3 months. Don't think it'll be too long. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. It looks like it's eased a little bit. So I'm gonna wait it out. You know what I mean? Hopefully it eases up a little bit. And if it eases out, I'll stay and hang out. I mean, I'm already up. If it starts coming down, really heavy when they cover up the whole, pitch and they bring in the other sheets, and there's no risk. Gabe's 418. We both need to go to sleep. Are you here in America too? It might drizzle for the next 2 hours. Oh my gosh, that would be brutal. Well, I'll wait till they come back from the commercial break, see what they say. Hang out with you guys for a little bit longer. The wicket keeper catching the ball in front of the stumps and using the ball momentum. The stump is from baseball coaching introduced to cricket. Interesting. You're in California? Okay. Yep, 4:18 in the morning. Good call. Do I follow Formula One as well? No. You know what? That is one of the sports I've never really gotten into. I mean, I've watched it before. Same thing like NASCAR, but I don't know. I mean, NASCAR is fun live, but watching it on TV, it's just not a spectator sport on TV. You know what I mean? In my opinion. At least the grass is green. Yeah. Well, you know what? Good call, Kathleen. Good call. I mean, here in America, in Las Vegas, I'm telling like America. Here in Las Vegas, we do not get a lot of rain, but then again, we don't get a lot of green. It's a desert. I don't know how many of you guys been to Vegas, but I don't seem the NASCAR type. I have friends in all different, of all different ethnicities and backgrounds. Vegas is really a hodgepodge, in Las Vegas, because it's such a transitional state. We get people that move here from all over United States, really all over the world. We got a large Asian community. We have a very large Hawaiian community. My wife is part Hawaiian and part Mexican, so there we have our own track out here. You know what I mean? And it's every year the Las Vegas Speedway has, I forget which race it is. The Motor Speedway has a big race, so I was invited a few years back. Saw it. It was pretty cool. Like I said, I enjoyed it live. Marshall, if you make a video explaining Formula One, we will watch it, my friend. Absolutely. Do I follow UFC? Sporadically, not huge, sporadically. Yeah, I know that the title only says England, not Pakistan. I actually typed Pakistan in there, and I think I was in too much, or Pac actually, PAK, and I was in a big rush when I did it because I hadn't capitalized the T in test. So when I went back to erase it, I think that's what happened. But we'll see. I've tried to change it several times. I think once you start broadcasting, you can't change it. Exactly. I was in a rush. I couldn't do it. Desert Sea in the sign. Just seeing the Desert Sea. Who is my EPL team? I don't have one yet. Man, we're still trying to choose IPL teams right here. Oh, the English Premier League. I watch a little bit of English Premier League. Let me turn this down in my ear. I watch a little bit of English Premier League. You know, I follow teams sporadically, the popular teams, Tottenham, Man U, teams like that. Like I said, my brother-in-law, Gavin's from England. So really just to give him a hard time. I really, really follow the Chivas because my wife's family is married to that squad. Her grandfather played for La Chivas Mexico. Her uncle played for La Chivas as well. Her cousin actually played for the Tijuana Cholos, but I follow more the La Liga, which is the Mexican league. Have I heard of the PSL? No, never heard of the PSL. No England players in IPL this year? Is that because of COVID? Skip the race to the last five laps. Oh man. Man United supporter here. You guys are funny. Sri Lanka cricket. Ooh, I just heard in my ear that the covers are coming off and the players are getting ready to restart. I'm glad I waited it out. Glad I waited it out. Please, rain, hold up for the rest of the day. Yup, cricket back on. It was just a mini drizzle. Like I said, it didn't look that bad for me. That's why I wanted to wait it out. Like, really? You're going to stop it for that little bit of rain? All right. Silly drop catches. That would be a great epic rant. You know what? That's a good idea. Nick, we're going to react to this. I know Nick does the editing afterwards, and he goes, Nick, we're going to react to silly drop catches because, it drives me crazy. Too many of those drops are silly. Barbar Zam on the screen. Okay, let's see how he does when he gets in there. To really get wet because it becomes impossible. Oof. Oh, Archer, finish that off with a nasty bouncer again. Oh, that was a great over. Holy cow. That was a one wicket and made an over, right? Oh, Archer. He's so nasty. Gabriel, Kyle Driscoll says Gabriel bowled faster than Archer in every match last series. I don't think Archer has clocked 145K once. You know what? I love Gabriel. Somebody asked me the other day, who's my favorite West Indies player? I love Gabriel, absolutely. Do I see the flaws in his game? Absolutely. Unfortunately, oh, there goes with at least two. It was a wicket maiden. Okay. Whew. So 38 right now, 38 for one, 38 for one. And I think that Pakistan needs to do everything they can. Look at Shaw. Look at that score. 55 deliveries. He's on strike right now. He's got 17 runs. That is so impressive. But Pakistan, just don't even look at the score. Pakistan's main goal right now should be to make it to lunch without losing another wicket. That's it. Bottom line. Shane Warren just mentioned it. This is Test cricket, people. A war of attrition. And of course, if you're England, you want to take that second wicket. It's just a mental thing. Oh, we've already got 2 wickets in the bag before lunch. Yeah, but anyway, I love Gabriel, and unfortunately, he seems often injured. Maybe it's because he's too muscular with his build. I don't know what it is, but man, when he's on, he is on. Very first Test match I watched with the West Indies, he was just an animal. He had a 5 fur. Oh, so sexy. I love it. I love it. Shaw has improved his game a lot, especially his leaving has gotten a lot better. He has left, I want to say, about 6 deliveries that I thought, man, that's super close, but he's got a really good eye. I appreciate that. What's going on, Boomer? What's up, Sandy? Hi. Thank you for joining. Wow. Did you see the spin on that ball? Wow. That was crazy. uh, I did not know Nathan Lyon was a groundskeeper just like Guy was. No wonder I like him. No wonder I like him. This is so funny. Roger Watson says Archer is getting tired because he's wearing extra pounds of gold chain. Oh, that's so funny. So watching it right now, look at the deliveries, all 3 side by side. Wow. That is so that is so awesome. They're showing 3 deliveries of Archer. One, of course, is the wicket, and 2 are the bouncers. And they're showing from the batsman's perspective how everything is exactly the same. Okay, it's the length is the same, the run up is the same, and the only thing that changes is one was the length actually on the ball. Ooh, 2 were bouncers, and one was the fuller delivery, which got him the wicket. And in baseball, That's why the changeup is so, the changeup is so devastating because it looks exactly the same. And if you could release it from the same arm slot every single time, the player is caught either guessing, which he looks really bad when he guesses and guesses wrong, or the player is waiting too long, and that by that time they can't put a good swing on the ball. Oof. Yep, that was a 4. Rain has stopped. What's up, Boomer? In cricket, the changeup is called the slower ball. Yeah. And Shane Warren is saying it right now, like it's not easy. Test cricket is not easy. I don't think anyone ever pretended to believe it's easy. 18th over. 18th over. 43 for 1. 43 for 1. Archer is currently in the 4th ball of his third over. He's got a wicket for England. Sean is really impressing me. Sean is really impressing me for Pakistan. I mean, man, look at that run rate. Again, 22 runs, 64 deliveries. That's just disgusting. That is wow. And I mean, he's eating up deliveries. About we're in the 18th over actually. So 2 more overs, and then the ball's gonna really get a lot better to be played. And I mean, he's done the job almost by himself. 4 slips in a gully. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I see 5 people back there. I see 5 people back there. Maybe I miscounted. Butler is dropping balls today. That's interesting. Is it the conditions that make it 4 slips in a gully? That's what I said. Thank you for signing in, brother. Thank you for signing in. Much appreciated. In T20, solar bouncers and solar yorkers can be very effective. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Butler's not the best keeper. People said that. Yeah, so the 5th guy on the far right is called the gully. So that was 4 slips in the gully. I just heard the announcer say 3 slips in the gully, and I was like, wait, I count 5 people back there. So it's 4 slips in the gully. Wobbles a lot after passing. So the ball wobbles a lot. So it's really the conditions here. I will probably stream definitely through the first session. My goal was to get through the first session and stream till about 6 a.m. my time. That gives me plenty of time to take a shower, do what I got to do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Outside the line, maybe? It's so tough. Ooh. Is it too high? Maybe too high? Oh, plum. Plum. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to hear Nick to his Captain England rant. He loves him some Captain England. Oh, matter of fact, both his boys are performing today, Archer and Captain England. Oh gosh. Azar Ali. Oh no. Ah. Wow. Okay. I mean, right now, Pakistan needs to play tests. You need to survive. You cannot lose. We said we did. Pakistan couldn't lose the second wicket. You definitely don't want to lose a third wicket before lunch. You can't do it. You can't do it. Oh my gosh. I mean, and if I were a betting man, I mentioned this on the other 43 for 2. I mentioned this on the other stream. If I were a betting man, and I'm only thinking about this from Las Vegas perspective, you got a team who's already played an entire test series. I think only one game got rained out. So what's that? 14 games total they played. You got Pakistan who hasn't played any test games. Realistically, people saying, "Oh, they've been there playing, friendly games or practice games." It's not the same. It's not the same. So I think that gives England an advantage. Same thing happened with my Yankees. I love my Yankees, but I knew without a doubt, somebody called me the other day, Philly had taken 7 days off because of COVID, right? They hadn't played a game in 7 games. That was a disadvantage. Oh my gosh. Oof. Ooh. Wow. Baba Azam, don't do that. Come on. People are talking you up. It's days, not games. Or days, sorry. So 14 days, right? 14 days, not games. That's a clear advantage. In sports, you don't want to take that amount of time off. And Philly had 7 days off between games with the Yankees. Of course, they were at a clear disadvantage. Same thing here. I think until teams all have that first test match under their belt, that first ODI match under their belt, they're going to be at a disadvantage because they've taken so much time off because of COVID. Ooh, wow, look at the wobble on that. Wow, Azar Ali out on a duck. I just noticed that. Yeah. Come on, Babar. Show me what you're made of. People talking you up here. They're talking you up. Let's make it happen. Here it goes. We always have a captain with question marks on his own performance. I mean, I've seen that from pretty much every team I've seen in test thus far. Captains sometimes make questionable decisions, even from Ben Stokes. The very first test game we saw, there was a whole bunch of rain delays, so maybe that's why they paid so much attention to it. But in the chat, people said Babar could play, man. So I'm expecting to see him play well. And they were killing Ben Stokes for some of the decisions he made. He decided, I think it was to bat first. Of course, he was part of the selection committee that decided to leave Stuart Broad off. And I think captaincy in cricket, honestly, is the hardest position in all sports. You have way too much responsibility, way too much. And then you got to worry about your own game. Are you kidding me? It's brutal. This is also my first time watching Babar play. Okay, well, we're both in it together. First time for both of us. Both both time for first time for both of us. Dhoni didn't make a bad decision as a captain. That's funny. I'm sure maybe once or twice he did. But he made the right decision when he dropped all those players, those veterans that were on the team, and brought in younger fielders. It led to their first championship, right? Thank you, just incredible. Yeah, I went to bed early. And I wanted to catch it. What's up, David? The captains don't pick the team. They can be on the panel. Nice leave, nice leave. They can be on the panel. Okay. Good average for Babar. Whew. Oh, that's why, even though Archer may not be as good, in my opinion, as Stuart Broad, I would still rather be in there against Stuart Broad because you're going to see at least per over with Archer one bouncer that's going to make you just absolutely, it's going to make you shake, okay? And it's going to make you see your life flash before your eyes. 143 is his average this year. That's impressive. Little sawdust on there, manicuring the field. Chief selectors. Oof. Last ball of Archer's delivery here. For facing somebody like Broad, you'd never score a run, but you're also not fearing for your life. Great comment, Tim. Great comment. Exactly. You know what I mean? You got to make business decisions here. And I get it. Listen, who looked really bad? Was it Dorich? His defense? Yeah, he jumps up on those short deliveries and those Yorker, I mean those bouncers, and he just looks so uncomfortable. Hopefully, my boy Dorich is working on it, but I can't blame him, man. Could you imagine what it must feel like to take those, throughout the course of the game? You've seen guys get concussions, hit on the head. Oh, oof, it's really scary. Yeah, Wokes is really good as well. Wokes, I mean, England has an embarrassment of riches when it comes to their bowling attack. An embarrassment of riches. We have to admit it. Between Wokes and Broad, Jimmy Anderson, Archer, I mean, really, it's their batting which is suspect at times. Yeah, Wokes is underrated. This is one of England's best attacks for a while. Renil's like, wait, 2 wickets gone. I did say Anderson. I said Jimmy Anderson first. Yes, Renil. 2 wickets gone already. Archer got one. I think you were here for that. And the second one was by Chris Wokes. And there is a boundary for Sean. Sean just takes what they give him. He is so patient. Dropped. But see, even those I'm not that angry at because it came off at an angle. He had to dive for it. If it was baseball, I wouldn't call that an error. You know what I mean? It comes off of an edge. That's a tough one. But I'm talking about, if you guys saw the drop yesterday when it was a pop-up straight in the air, that's so bad. That drives me crazy. You need a Gabe rant. Well, if a third wicket drops and Babar, who's supposed to be a star on this team, I mean, you'll get it. You'll get it. I'm trying to lay off the captain because they keep telling us all the time that captains don't necessarily have to be your best player. But I am disappointed at captain. You went out for a duck. That is not good. You're supposed to lead. And yes, you don't necessarily have to be the best player on the team, but you have to go out there set an example. Oh my gosh. No finger? Oh, thank God. Make it the lunch. Can you make it the lunch without losing a third wicket? Drop or not, that was a potential wicket. It was a little high, thankfully. You're right about that, Jon Snow. Drop or not, it was a potential wicket. So the rain might have stopped Pakistan from losing 2 more wickets. Oh man. Just make it the lunch, guys. All right, 48 for 2. We're still in the first innings, and obviously we're in the first innings. 22nd over. Oh man. Every opportunity to make a catch is important. I agree with you, Jon Snow, and that's why drops drive me crazy. Absolutely drive me crazy. You know how hard it is to get a wicket for the love of Pete? And when you do your job and your teammate doesn't do their job, it drives me crazy. Now there's different kind of drops. Okay, maybe let's clarify. There's drops where that was a chance to get it, and there was, you know what, you're a heathen. That kind of a drop. What's up, Don Antonio? Yeah, I'm only streaming. I got up at 3. I'm only staying on till 6. I want to make it through the first session. Take a shower, get ready for work. I don't have to worry about work till 8, but I just couldn't stay away, Don Antonio. I couldn't stay away. I love it. Babar has only played 1 inning in England. He got 68, bowled out. I mean, 68 is nice. Potential, really? Me hooking up with Margot Robbie is potential. That is hilarious. Who said that? Was that Steve? Steve, you're out of control. Me hooking up with Margot Robbie is potential. You're crazy. That is hilarious. He's not gonna. Babar Azam looks like he's not gonna what? Survive the English swinging attack. He does look shaky. I mean, luckily he's seen 11 deliveries, but he's on strike right now. and they're attacking him. They're attacking him. I definitely have the cricket bug. I could not stay away. Could not stay away. And I mean, I gotta admit, it was so. You should set it up for your pupils during lunch break. You know, we all collaborate at school, and we always have ideas. Like we started an archery club for only our fifth graders. I teach elementary school, not myself, but our PE teacher. And we have after school programs for kids whose parents are still working. You know, it works like an extra service basically that we provide. But we teach sports as well, and we've done basketball. I helped out with that in the past. One thing that next ball by Archer. Woo, I'm gonna talk to him about it because unlike baseball, which I guess you can play baseball with a tennis ball, cricket, you can play with that softball and that tennis ball, which would be cool. And it would definitely be something different for the kids. So, but obviously that would not happen this year because of COVID and all the restrictions. We're not even having, when we do get back to school, we're not even going to have physical education as we would normally have it. The kids will have their own, they're going to be outside. They're going to have their own 3x3 square, and they're going to be, you know, working out there. So it's crazy. Quick cricket for kids. Absolutely, we'll do so. Oh, Wokes attacking. I mean, this is a by Shaw. This is an unbelievable strike rate. 26 for 76. 76 deliveries. No out yet. No out. Oh, no out. Did they challenge? Nope. Outside leg. Which again, let's see the replay ourselves. Whew. Outside leg. It's just outside. Just outside the leg stump. So, you know, that is probably one of the toughest calls captains have to make to challenge LBW because so many times, if it's up to the umpire's decision, I mean, look how close that came to being on the line. Oof. Yeah, my favorite rule drives me nuts. Okay, do you think cricket could civilize America? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Schools opening, we're going virtually. We're going virtually. Yeah, guys, I mentioned that I was rushing because I didn't leave my equipment down here. And, you know, I gotta have like an extra light on me. My laptop, my snowball mic, and I was rushing to get it set up. And I had put tests and it wasn't capitalized, just a little silly thing. So I went to try to go capitalize it. When I hit backspace, I must have done it too many times, and I got Pakistan, the PAK out of there. Thank you, Sanya. Much appreciated. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, I'm so excited. You know, when the rain came, I was so mad, bro. I was like, really? Come on. But it looks like we're going to make it through the first session, which was really my goal. Like I said, I'm going to hang out till about 6 a.m. Ooh, 27 for 80. And Babar finally off the mark. 15th ball, and he finally is off the mark. And the score is 50 for 2. I think somebody said 50 for 2 at lunch. Oh, if I could go all the way back through the chat. Did somebody say the score when I said predictions for this first session? Somebody said 50 for 2 because of what the run rate was. That would have been an amazing position prediction. And it looks like we're going to 5 more minutes, so we should get another over, right? We should get another over. Wow, Babar Azam has, they said, 4 centuries in his last 5 test matches. That's impressive. Oh, man, yeah, baseball fights are hilarious. Nick and I did a video. They did say, somebody did say 50 for 2. That's impressive if that's what we end up at. And we did a most or top 10 cricket fights. And I mean, it was more sledging than anything. A couple times guys bumped into each other, but nothing really as far as a fight. Like if you do baseball fights, holy cow. Maybe we'll do that for the channel so that you guys can see it. These guys are savages. Did we actually do a baseball fight one? I think we did. I think Nick did one with Jody. Somebody, matter of fact, I think we did do one because somebody said something to the effect of, "Man, you guys should have put a parental advisory on this one. All the violence." Oh, don't start with the run rate, Nick. Oh, I hear Nick already. Marshall Mathers, thanks again for the super chase. That's all right, Gabe. Gotta go now, or else the misuse would kill me. The misses will kill me. Keep up the good work, mate. Appreciate it. Would it be possible to have highlights on of the streams? You know what? We're talking about doing a highlight stream for the games that we don't get to watch completely, kind of like we do our 3 wickets. But obviously, if we don't watch the whole game, we can't do our 3 wickets. So we'll just do a highlight and a quick overview for each game. Just see how much time we have, because again, it's something that's got to happen after we take care of our professional duties as educators. But great idea, Marshall. And again, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, okay. Nick and Jody reacted to it. It was hilarious, wasn't it? They were like, "Oh, the violence, the violence." Warner is usually punching someone. That's hilarious. Who is Jonathan Trout? Jonathan Trout. You guys mentioned them, and then I just got them in my ear. They say he's there to help the batsman. Is he a player? Is he a coach? So 51 for 2. 51 for 2. Let me edit that. Somebody snuck in a run rate pretty low. Like, oh, here comes Nick. Shades of Nick. Let me tell you, knowing Nick yesterday, even if Ireland had lost, Jody would have been upset. He would have been happy if it was by 1 run, simply because it would have proven his point about run rate. You know what I mean? But luckily, he got best of both worlds. He got the Ireland win, so Jody was happy. Happy wife, happy life. And he got the run rate point proven. Oh, batsman. He's a former England batsman. Yeah, if England last over before the break. Yeah, if England has a weakness, it's definitely, I'm buffering. Sorry about that. If England has a weakness, it's definitely batting. It is not with the bowling attack. Ooh. Wow, that was a interesting. Barber does look shaky. I mean, he tried to stretch out a single there. A single, for the love of Pete. Don't lose your wicket over a single. Come on, Barber. Or Babar. I mean, to his credit, he has seen 24 deliveries. He has seen 24. These guys combined has seen over 100 deliveries. Oof. Next delivery by Wokes, his fourth ball. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man. Let's go. Survive, Pack. Survive. It's Barber like Barber. Okay. Thank you, Boomer. Appreciate it. And ooh, last ball coming up. Last ball coming up for Captain America, or Captain England, I should say. Chris Wokes. Right now the score is 51 for 2. We're in our 25th over. We're about to complete the 25th over. Run rate is low. It's at 2.05. 2.05 per 100 balls. Oh, man. Ooh. And that delivery did not work out for Mr. Wokes. That's at least 2. So 53 for 2. 53 for 2. Oh, man. End of the first session, guys. End of the first session. Woo. That was really fun. Very exhilarating. Let me update the score. It is lunchtime. Going to be the hero ball to finish, but missed out. Okay, it's a good contest so far. It is lunchtime. It is definitely lunchtime. Hamas, yes, take a lunch. Take a lunch. Yes, it was so fun to get on here. I wanted to at least make it through the first session. I mean, I got a little time left, but I will probably use the time in order to I'm gonna peace out right now, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this first session. Right now, 50 for 2. It's lunch. Like I said, about 6 o'clock, I got to start getting ready. So by the time they get back, I'd only have about maybe 20 or 30 minutes, if that. But guys, thank you everybody who came in, showed up this morning and joined. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, hopefully Nick and I will have time today after our academic duties to go ahead and do a quick overview of the game, of the highlights, and check it out. How'd I enjoy the first full session? Peace out, Abdullah. Peace out, Jim. Peace out. Thank you, guys. I enjoyed it a lot. I tell you what, most impressive player to me thus far on Pakistan's side. How, Babar has not necessarily impressed me the most. I know that he just got on strike not too long ago. He's only seen, what was it, 20 plus deliveries, was it? But Shaham, my gosh, that run rate. I mean, he scored 22 runs, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, on like 84 balls. That's amazing. That's amazing. So much fun. Our shit later. I appreciate you guys coming in, man. Do I even sleep? Not that much. RJ, what's up, brother? Not that much. Not that much. But I'll have a chance right now to lay down for a few more minutes before I gotta take a shower at 6 and start getting ready for school. But again, guys, thank you so much for coming in with us, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. All right. Have a good one. And until next time, that's 6 runs.